The Microsoft team have been pretty quiet on the news front when it comes to 2024 development update. Next week, the team plans to launch its campaign in the lead up to the 2024 sim. That being said, the rest of the flight sim development community is not sleeping. We have another big week when it comes to flight sim, so stick around for the best place to catch all your Microsoft Flight Simulator updates. Let's jump straight into the video. A quick disclaimer for people who are after 2024 development news. You may want to check out our previous video that we released this week about 2024 instead. This week we haven't received too much information about 2024 development updates as the team has been prepping for next week and going forward. Just wanted to save a bit of time if you're just here for the 2024 news, but feel free to stick around, hit that subscribe button and check out all of this week's other big news when it comes to flight simulation announcements and release news. Kicking off with this week's previews and announcements, iFly's 737 MAX 8 has entered the paint shop as the team gets closer to the release. The team has been showcasing some of their progress of the 737 MAX over previous months in videos, taking a look at the cabin, the cockpit and some exterior shots. Over on their Discord channel this week, the team released a bunch of real-world airliner liveries along with a couple of more cockpit screenshots. iFly has also confirmed that the MAX 8 will not be available on Xbox initially, as this is due to the complex advanced systems and the limitations of running Windows applications on Xbox. At this stage, the team mentions they can only release on PC for now. iFly still don't have a release date on when we can get our hands on their MAX 8. However, they mention that they are working hard and will post more information as the release date gets closer. Which MAX 8 will be the first one in the sim? Will it be the iFly version or will it be the Asobo/Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 version? The race is definitely on. Just Flight have released an update video this week of their progress of their in-development BAE RJ aircraft. The team showcased a 22-minute video of the aircraft, starting off by showcasing the sound set for the cockpit, including all the individual switches, knobs and levers that have all their own individual sounds. The video went through a full cold and dark start from the cockpit right through to the cabin and the exterior of the aircraft. It is easy to see in the video the high level of detail that the RJ has and that it is in its advanced stages of development. Just Flight has mentioned all the sounds have been created with hundreds of original recordings sourced from sessions with the real aircraft. There is no confirmed release date or when the RJ will be in our sims. However, going off Just Flight's previous history, the announcement of a release date shouldn't be too far away. I'll leave a link in the description if you'd like to check out the full 22-minute length video of the BAE RJ sounds from Just Flight. Bluebird Simulations, this is the team behind the in-development Boeing 757 and 767, dropped their monthly update of the Boeing's development last week. The team has mentioned they are hoping to release before the end of the year when it comes to the 757. However, they will delay the release till sometime early next year if it's needed. Bluebird mentioned in their YouTube update they would make the call in October if it's going to be an end of the year release or a next year release. Bluebird mentioned in the update that the current work on their 767 and 787 projects has no effect on the development timeline when it comes to the Boeing 757. At this stage, they have only been working on the modeling of those aircraft. Bluebird Simulations system of the Boeing 757 has been their full focus, which is where the majority of the work is left on that project. They still have some work when it comes to the sounds and parts of the exterior model, but the focus is generally on systems. Towards the end of the video, the team showcased the aircraft's light details, as well as mentioning that they will cover more Boeing 757 updates, including the announcement of an upcoming release date. Beyond ATC released an early version of its ATC product without one of its main features, which is the traffic injector, earlier this year. This week, the team launched its first alpha version of the injector, and the latest version is only available to supporters who have purchased the experimental branch of the add-on. Some of the key features that have been mentioned with the release is the global traffic injector will use data from Flight Radar 2024, including GA Aviation. It also has integration with SimBrief and incorporates realistic parking and procedures, model compatibility with most popular model libraries such as FSTL and FS Traffic. You can also have 200 nautical mile ATC range from your own aircraft, and also you can customize your traffic densities. Beyond ATC, customers can access the alpha build by upgrading their existing package, and the team did mention that the traffic injector will eventually be available for everyone once it has progressed through the alpha stage. Thank you to Simbit World Pilots Life Chapter 2 for sponsoring this video. A Pilot's Life Chapter 2 simulates the career of a commercial airline pilot by generating your schedules, tracking your scores for your flights, and rewarding weekly according to your contract type and much more. Pilot's Life provides a reason to fly in the sim from A to B while improving your skills as an airliner pilot, and depending on how good your scores are, you can progress throughout your airliner career to higher tier airliners and purchase more aircraft license. With over 575 airliners and over 280,000 real up-to-date routes, each flight and contract will have you experience the virtual airliner career globally, living a pilot's life. A pilot's life will work across all types of flight sim platforms, including a Microsoft Flight Simulator, X-Plane, P3D, and even FSX. Links to the description are where you can pick up your copy of Pilot's Life, and we thank them for sponsoring this video. SimWorks Studios this week released some screenshots of its in-development B-52 Stratoforce for Microsoft Flight Simulator. SimWorks plans to develop multiple variants of the B-52 spanning from the early models to the latest versions. Two separate packages are planned for the release, the first one being the early B-52 models from the B through to the F, and the second package will focus on the B-52G and H models. SimWorks Studios mentioned that the development is being given a historical accuracy, including such details as all the different tail fin sizes, nose variations, and tail gauge configurations. The team has also not announced any release date for its B-52 packages, and also the Boeing 727, which was announced at this year's FS Expo. SimWorks Studios, when it comes to these latest two aircraft that we've just mentioned, are really going outside of the box, which they have released in the past, which is great to see. Taxiing over to this week's release news, this week Simulations released their latest add-on for Microsoft Flight Simulator, which is Monster Osnabrück Airport. This airport is located in North Rhine in Westfalen, Germany, and is a small commercial airport but serves an important regional hub. In 2022, the airport saw over 800,000 passengers pass through its terminal, and you can see many different airliners taking off from its runways such as Condor, Eurowings, Lufthansa, Pegasus Airlines, Ryanair, and Sun Express, just to mention a few. Simulations version of the airport comes with the following, such as custom night lighting, custom parking positions matching the real world, custom surroundings, custom animated objects, PBR materials used throughout, optimized 3D models to keep FPS performance in mind, integrated real world matching elevation model, helipads and grass runway have been modeled, and you can pick up your copy of Monster Osnabrück Airport through the Sim Market store. I'll leave a link in the description below. A quick shout out to our friends over at Aviation Lads YouTube channel who made this a great trailer video for the airport. If you are a developer or keen flight sim enthusiast, you might want to drop over to the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button, it's free, and I'll leave a link in the description below. Last week, F7 Simulations released its ASK21 glider for Microsoft Flight Simulator. The ASK21 is a well-known in the real world of gliding due to its dual role as a trainer and also its aerobatics capabilities. The team over F7 Simulations mentioned they have been clear in the intent to stay true to the characteristics of the real aircraft, as the ASK21 is known for its stability, so it's ideal for beginner pilots while still offering enough performance for more advanced cross-country flying. The team have collaborated with actual ASK21 pilots during its development, and features included with the release is 3 different panel layouts, authentic custom sounds, 6 liveries, realistic flight model, custom variometer, wingtip smoke, and it is compatible with multiplayer when it comes to that smoke, aerobatic variant, fully animated clickables, working canopy, and locks a detail manual. And you can pick up your copy of F7's simulation ASK21 over at the INI build store using the links in the description below. Driz Weki Designs have released Warsaw Chopin Airport. This team has been posting preview teasers for a while now, and now the airport is released. Warsaw Chopin Airport is Poland's largest, busiest airport, handling over 18 million passengers through its gates annually. Lot Polish airlines find it to be a large hub for them here at the airport, while other airlines seen frequent in and out of here, such as Smartwings, Poland, Sprint Air, Wizz Air, just to mention a few. Driz Weki Designs version of the airport comes with high detail rendition of the airport, up-to-date modeling, PBR materials used throughout, FPS friendly design, dynamic night lighting, custom animations, 3D people, soundscapes, static vehicle, and aircraft splattered throughout the airport. Fully compatible with GSX Pro, and you can pick up your copy at Driz Weki Designs Warsaw Chopin Airport from the control store. I'll leave a link in the description below. Taxiing and lining up on the runway for this week's sim update news. As we mentioned at the start of the video, we don't have much when it comes to 2024 development this week, as the Microsoft team will start with their build up to release campaign, starting with next week's development live stream, which is all about 2024. The Microsoft team has banked up a bunch of 2024 questions that the community has been asking since the announcement of the 2024 sim, and we'll be going through some of these as well as many other aspects. During the August development live stream, the Microsoft team announced that Sim Update 16 had been delayed or cancelled, whichever way you would like to say it, and replaced with Aircraft's Avionics Update number 3, which focused on the INI builds Airbus A320, A10, and also the Asobo PC6. This was mentioned and originally to be released sometime in September, along with Airplane Heaven's Boeing 707. We are midway through September by the time you watch this video, and we still don't have a confirmation on the release with the AAU3 or the very much delayed Boeing 757. Hopefully we'll receive some information about these during the next development live stream next week, but I wouldn't be surprised if they were pushed back again, as the team doesn't really have anything scheduled for the release of the 2020 sim in October as far as I recall. This week, when it comes to the in-sim new products backlog list, we've seen an increase when it comes to week on week for a total of 10 products to a standing total of 230. Aircrafts are up by 2 to 20, missions are up by 4 to 101. That's a whopping load of missions ready to come. We have had so many in the sim. I would really like to see a limit put on to some developers for releasing it. It feels like it's spamming a little bit. I would love to hear your comments below about what my opinions are about that. Let us know. I would love to hear it. Sceneries are holding steady at 21. Liveries are up by 12 to 24. Airports are down by 6 to 38, and others are down to 16. This week we are back to 2 releases when it comes to the in-sim marketplace releases. On Monday we saw 7 new products. 3 are on PC and 4 on Xbox, which included 1 livery pack, 2 bundle packs from Red Wing, and 1 airport release. On Thursday releases, we saw 56 new products with 29 available on PC and 27 on Xbox. We have 1 new aircraft release this week, being the classic aircraft simulations Piper J3C65 Cub, which was released to third-party stores a couple of months back and now has found its way to the in-sim marketplace. The other releases for Thursday consisted of 2 livery packs, 12 mission/landing packs, 2 scenery packs, 1 immersion pack, and 11 airports. If you are big into flight sim, the next weeks and months are going to be crazy when it comes to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 news. We'll be covering all the best news and highlights, so consider subscribing to the channel to stay up to date, and feel free to stick around and check out our midweek 2024 video right after this one, and we'll see you over there.